What up, y'all? It's bboyhap, and I'm gonna be reading a poem called "I Stood by Your Side at Your Hospital Bed." That's just the first line from the poem because I'm very creative at making titles for all my poems. I hope you like it. I'm gonna be talking about this poem after I'm done reading it. I stood by your side at your hospital bed while you were writhing in pain, and I was comforting and kissing your forehead. I would have did anything you would have said to make things better. I love you because I thought I meant more to you. My feelings aren't supposed to be the same. There's something really wrong with me. I must be in fucking sane. I'm out my fucking mind to think you could ever change with times. I'm so hurt by your actions. They were impacting. I was compacted, squeezed, and my soul was extracted. And you drank it, and you still couldn't give a squirt of piss about me. I stood around. Maybe I didn't care about me. If tears were movies, I've probably produced more than Paramount. I can't count the amount of times I've tried to realize, but the fear just makes me paralyzed. I look in the mirror, staring at a pair of eyes that cried enough salt water to form their own paradise. And your eyes are two ones on a paradise. You bite me with venoms concocted of excuses, broken promises, and all your lies. This good guy came to his demise, and I'm hoping the dead will rise. Heartless because my trust has been compromised. Let's just compromise. You exercise your right to live your life, and so that I'm not buried alive, you leave me alone so I can survive. Let me cool down so I'm not hotter than the place where your name derived. Your maiden name explains why I waited at the mouth of your cave for countless days, counting the ways for me to give you what you craved. I placed a bone-colored brick for every day for every day I stayed anxious with anticipation. By the end, I made a white castle. You tore down the settlement. You settled it. Why hassle? To think you and your friends called me asshole. Alright, so this poem is pretty literal and literal in the beginning. It's talking about, you know, me being by her side, and literally I was at the hospital with her, and she was in a lot of pain and very uncomfortable. And I made sure that I was there for her, and I was holding her hand, and doing anything to make her feel better. And worried to death because that's what you do when somebody you love is in the hospital. So I was very worried about her. And but at the same time, that happens, and then when I need somebody, they're gone. Where are they? So some lines, love is scary, man. I'm scared of love now more than ever. It's so hard to even think about how am I gonna love somebody again? When I gave so much of myself, I gave everything of myself to this girl, and it wasn't good enough. How is that affects? I mean, it's insane. How do you give everything and still you're not good enough? It's it's very disheartening. It's very it weighs on me a lot, to think that I I, I made a promise to not give up and to do everything I could to make sure that I made this person happy, and at the end it was never good enough. And I'm not a bad person. I don't I guess you come to the conclusion that you're not good enough, but it's just, I guess it's not that you're not good enough, it's that you're not that person for her, and you're never gonna be. So I was not that person for her. I was never gonna be that person, no matter what I did, no matter how hard I tried, no matter how much I invested, money, emotionally, uh, anything. No matter how much I did, it was never good enough. And that's just how. things are sometimes. You're just not good enough. Not good enough. I shouldn't say not good enough. Sometimes you're not that person's what that person wants. And no matter how what you do, no matter how much you change, no matter how what happens, if you're there for that person or not, eventually they're gonna find somebody that fits what they think is their perfect person for them. And people say they don't believe in perfection. I believe in a perfect partner. I don't believe that the person is perfect. I believe that they're perfect for you. Um, and it's an interesting idea, I guess. I mean, I'm a Disney head. My favorite movie is freaking Aladdin, so of course I'm gonna think somebody is perfect for me, no matter what the situations are. But I mean, nowadays it's more about financially. Are you financially stable? Or can you provide for this person? It's not so much you falling for somebody. It's you falling for their ability to provide, uh, or to be taken care of. I guess I don't know. So I wish we could go back to when it didn't matter how rich you were. It didn't matter, or when everybody was freaking poor. I wish everybody was freaking poor. I wish we all lived off the land. I wish we were all hunters and gatherers again. But yeah, those are my thoughts. This poem. I don't know what else to talk about.